of the NFL on EA Sports. England Patriots taking on Baker Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes that actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
The Oklahoma product, Baker Mayfield, trotting out there now with the rest of this Browns offense.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
First carry now for Nick Chubb. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And this will go as a gain of 7. As he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Down at the 30-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Browns.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield, and that'll be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield looks for Beckham again. This time he finds him. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 44-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And some room to roam now. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down, Browns.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Number 13.
Odell Beckham. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So out come the Patriots here to get their first shot on offense. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted number 1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It was too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Oh, yeah! And it's all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Demir Bird, 76 yards. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Already speed limits out there, and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. Well, September sure treated him kindly. Now we flip over to October. Any reason to think that those numbers drop, or can he keep the pace up?
Well, he can keep the pace up, but it's going to get a lot more difficult now. To me, it's a lot like baseball. All right, when guys, when they first hit the league, whether it's a pitcher or a hitter, and they go through the league the first time and they're hot, they're going, wow, what a phenom. Then they get tape on them, they get scouting reports, they start to do different things. Let's see if he's going to adapt and expand his game in order to keep up that type of production.
That's a good call because he's a known entity. See how they defend him going forward. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. He's off to a great start here in this first quarter. It seems like this defense is probably going to have trouble containing him.
I would agree with that. I love the observation. And here's the thing. Their game plan coming to fruition. You knew that they came in thinking that they could run it, and now they're proving that they can and doing it in a big way.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Mayfield. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And he finds Seals Jones complete. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. They'll find Miller. That's complete. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Scotty Miller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now Nick Chubb of the Browns gets set for their next possession. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it's...
Now Mayfield lost the football, and the Patriots have it.
Kyler Murray sacked. A fumble on the
He
play.
let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
But we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They go option right on 2nd and goal. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
He was brought down.
Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up with...
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Cordero Patterson, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Patriots add on to their lead. So simple math here in the 1st half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Jonathan Jones there to make the stop. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
2nd and 6.
Here's Mayfield. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this 1st quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you got your best.
Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So more problems here in this 1st quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
He completes this into the hands of Miller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Cordero with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Heading out, it's the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 6 yards.
On 3rd down, Mayfield drops it off for Chubb. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can flip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Start of the 2nd quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it 2nd down and 12. Play action. Now it's Murray. Throw caught here by Bird. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
At the 48-yard line.
Patterson on the carry. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 16 more on that one and another 1st down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Here's Patterson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Down right around the 25.
By the wide receiver.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On third down, it's Patterson, and he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Kyler Murray keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Extra point splits the uprights, and the rout is on here in this first half. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They give the Chubb out of the gun. Kyle Duggar up to make the tackle.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
6. First down, Cleveland.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
To throw, Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Mayfield's pass.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mayfield finding Hooper there for a Cleveland first. 1st and 10, Mayfield. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Mayfield lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
They run with Patterson. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. Open man is Miller. He's got it. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. Good. As they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Murray going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Kyler Murray in the final seconds of the first half as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook, but even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started, and they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But 2nd down instead. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll get things started down at Hard Rock Stadium, an AFC East matchup with the Jets visiting Miami. And it's the Dolphins who are out in front in the second quarter. The Dolphins trying to finish that one off and claim victory. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In the game you're watching, it was the former #1 overall selection, Kyler Murray, who put on an absolute show. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center.
He's enjoying a great deal of success. His team is also enjoying a great deal of success.
Yeah, he's got that nice little, what I call the QB lean going right now. You see that little stroll that he's got
swagger
going? Yeah, he's definitely got that. You see him throwing the football, there's nice little video. He's seeing that in his head as well because he wants more of that to happen. So anytime you see him that relaxed, that comfortable, usually it's a big thumbs up for his team.
And it's been a big highlight day for him. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Here's Murray. Flushed out right. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Mayfield.
At the Patriots' 9-yard line.
And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown.
Nick Chubb, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Pats at the line ready to go. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Successful toss play to the right there. Teams seem to run the toss a lot more to the right than to the left.
It's usually a little more natural. Right-handed quarterback, typically your power side running the ball is to the right side with your guard and your tackle. In college,
Cordero Patterson, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Cordero Patterson, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Now Nick Chubb of the Browns gets set for their next possession. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A run for Nick Chubb, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
2nd and 11. Mayfield down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Chandler Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And that is incomplete.
Mayfield's pass intended for Odell Beckham.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And possession will switch hands for... First and 10.
At their own 18-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards.
7-yard line.
On first down, Castle. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns 16.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run on first down. Castle, and he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the Browns' 12-yard line.
On second down, Castle, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well. because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Patriots are pouring it on. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive linemen.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3.
And typically when you see guys running it this well, they see the game in slow motion, don't they? They see the cuts happen. They see the blocks happen. They feel really good about their vision. And then they use their legs to find that open space.
And he's had some good help up front to boot. Now on 2nd and 13. Mayfield. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Mayfield hands to Chubb on the draw. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Following the penalty, Chubb. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. On the 1st down run.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mayfield. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
It's a gain of 13.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. Back now in Foxborough. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Kyle Duggar on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Mayfield to throw it.
17-yard line.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. They'll run with Chubb. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Dancing to his left. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Jarvis Landry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter. And he's going to have a Patriots 1st down as he gets it up past the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the pressure legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. On play action, Rosen. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for number 20.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Mayfield on 1st down. Big hold of the 30. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st?
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Hey. 4 down.
1st down, Mayfield. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. That's Simmons. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 1st downs. They're taking it to them, and it's paying off.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
And the lead drops from 34 to 27. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rosen. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
And they take a knee. And they will take a knee here. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Today,
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Patriots, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll have another home date next week as the Cincinnati Bengals come to town. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. I'm Brandon Gaudin, certainly.